Good afternoon. Coming up on a little bit before 5 o'clock. Hope you had a good day. We started off with, not all of you, but a lot of you, with some snow, right? So this was wine country early this morning. Domain Serene Winery out in the Dundee Hills. Pretty much all of the winery cameras from Marion over to Yamhill County had anywhere from a dusting to what looked to be maybe up to about 2 inches of snow on the ground. We also had some snow. I saw reports of a dusting to 2 inches up in Sandy from snow showers overnight last night. A little bit of snow in that area again up through Camas this morning. This is where the radar, the snow radar, everything here is snow at 9 o'clock this morning. So it was a pretty large band that slowly took its time to move up. I mean, we still had snow in northern Clark County showing up on radar at noon today. And then after that, it quickly dissipated and fell apart. Again, the snowiest areas were out on the west side, Yamhill up into parts of Washington County, and then Clackamas counties, and then up into the Camas area, eastern Clark County, anywhere from a dusting to, most areas did not get 2 inches. It was more like a dusting of snow in the majority of the region. But remember, we talked about this yesterday. In fact, it was my number one story 24 hours ago on this YouTube channel, that not a snowstorm, but that we would have pretty good bet of seeing a snow band produce some dustings to a little bit more over parts of the valley early this morning. So that turned out to be a good forecast. Basically, the weather modeling handled this really well. So I said I had a big headline for you. Okay, I'm going to get to it. The big headline's one graphic away. This was fun. Christine Stillwell put this on one of my Facebook pages. And remember, we had the thunderstorm that was formed in Yamhill County and then moved up west of Forest Grove yesterday afternoon. So Christine grabbed this shot of part of the storm complex. And then this morning, remember, Yamhill County was the bullseye, some of the heaviest snow with widespread dustings to nearly 2 inches of snow in some spots. So she went from a thunderstorm yesterday to snow on the ground this morning. And she said, Mother Nature is messing with us. So I thought that was a good post. Okay, is this the headline? Yes, it is. Dun, dun, dun. Rising snow levels. We've been talking about this. Tomorrow, the snow level goes up to 2,000 feet. I'm going to show you the rest of the snow forecast in just a moment. But certainly for the foreseeable future, I'm not saying we don't have any more snow chances this month or even the start of April, because remember, we're still tracking a relatively cold pattern. But for the foreseeable future, I think what we had this morning was it. Final snow chance, maybe for the spring, certainly for the foreseeable future. So that's the big headline. You know, for, I don't know, a good week, maybe a couple weeks now, back and forth, on and off, we've been tracking those snow levels that have been lower than 1,000 feet at times, flirting with the valley floor. Generally, every day has been less than 2,000 feet. Again, that's a cold pattern, even for January. So I'm here to tell you that for the time being, for the next 7 days to 10 days, we are done with that. And the snow level this weekend will eventually get up into the Cascades, and it will stay there at least for a few days. So that's my headline. Final snow chance? Maybe. Okay. I think this is the snow level forecast coming up. Yeah. So today we were back down into that lower than 1,000 feet, near sea level at times. Went up to about 1,500 feet this afternoon. That's it. Tomorrow, once we go up to 2,000 feet during the day, we continue to rise. 4,000 feet Friday, 3,000 feet Saturday, 4,000 feet Sunday. So that's what I've been telling you is going to happen. But this is significant that, at least for the time being, we're leaving the crazy snow levels behind. Now, what does that mean to you? It means if you're traveling back and forth over the Coast Range this weekend, it would be just rain. It means that the only place you're going to find snow as a traveler in the coming days is up into the Cascades. Now, some of that snow is going to be heavy. Let's talk about what's coming our way. So we have decent sun out there right now, right? Again, it's, what time is it? 4:51 in the afternoon. Still the chance we could get some heavy showers with hail yet this afternoon into early this evening. Overnight tonight, up and down the I-5 corridor, some scattered rain showers. Temperatures starting tonight are going to be a little bit warmer. This morning we were down right around freezing. Tonight it's going to be more like mid to even upper 30s. And then during the day tomorrow, it's just a scattered rain shower chance. That snow level going up to 2,000 feet. I've circled, I probably didn't need to because you can see it. That's our rainmaker coming in the PM hours of tomorrow into tomorrow night. Pretty vigorous low. This particular satellite image doesn't do it justice, but I like the fact you have the weather map here. See this red and blue line? This is the divider between really cold air up in Canada and the air that's chilly but not that bad. So we stay on the south end of that cold divide Yay. This low, the front that you see right there in blue, that actually comes in Friday morning at 6 a.m. So the heaviest rain with this sets up starting tomorrow evening into the overnight. That should be mainly a period of steady rain. We'll have breezy winds picking up a little bit during the day tomorrow and then more so into the evening and overnight, 15 to 30 miles per hour in the valley. The front passes about 6 a.m. Friday morning. Then the winds turn to the west. And it will still be a breezy rain at times on Friday with west winds 15 to 25. Now, if you live at the coast, Thursday overnight into early Friday morning, you could see some gusts maybe to 40. And we're going to see some west gusts, especially behind that front on Friday daytime. If you're out in the gorge, I would expect gusts at least over 30, maybe approaching some 35 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts. But that's our storm maker. Showers on Thursday may or may not pick up during the day. Certainly in the evening and overnight, we get that push of rain. So I wanted just to drive home the fact that this should be a good soak coming in Thursday night into early Friday morning. You've heard me, if you watch me over the years, say a gazillion times that weather modeling, not always, but often way overdoes moisture projection. So here's an example of that. This is one of the American models. Notice it's predicting in red 2 inches of rain offshore and then down along the southern Oregon coast. It keeps us more like 1 3/10 inches, maybe 1.5 inches up and down the most of the Oregon coast. It shows that we could see 1 inch of rain inland in the valley, and then shows some pretty good main-spell rainfall amounts across eastern Oregon, which would mean the modeling is saying this front holds together and does a pretty good job. Now, that's raw computer model data. The adjusted models that we look at as forecasters are generally putting out this for Vancouver, Portland, and Salem. A good 1/2 inch to maybe 3/4 inch of rain. That's still a good soak, right? That would be tomorrow night into Friday morning. Now, clearly, we're wondering, could the amounts go up? I mean, that looks pretty wet. But the main point here is, yeah, pretty good soak coming our way. Not showery, but hours of steady rain, heavy at times. Again, Thursday evening into early Friday morning. The front comes through Friday morning. We break into showers. Okay, I've been promising you I'm always going to update you with any watches and warnings in the area. So this kind of pinkish tone is a winter storm warning. Notice it's basically for the Cascades, the Oregon Cascades. So Thursday night, Friday, with that storm plume of moisture coming in, it will be snow up in the Cascades. Coast range will be rain. But the Cascades, 10 to 20 inches looks to be a pretty good range, all total Thursday evening through the day Friday. So that's a good winter storm, right? This is above 3,000 feet. We'll see these hefty snow totals. Again, so that's, maybe a foot at Government Camp, Highway 26, and maybe a foot plus over the other Cascade passes. That's going to be difficult traveling, especially Friday morning when you wake up. Expect those passes to really be very, very snow covered. I mean, this was Government Camp today. That's no picnic on Highway 26. That was 28 degrees. It's going to be, I don't know, can it be worse than that? Maybe not, but certainly it's going to be snow covered big time Thursday overnight into Friday morning. So snow covered roads, but only in the Cascades. So just an FYI on that and those travel conditions. Which brings me to the Mount Hood snow forecast. They picked up a few inches up there today, 2 to 5 tomorrow. Then the snow really picks up into Friday, 8 to 14. So if you put these two totals together, Thursday evening through Friday, you come up pretty close to 10 to 20. And then Saturday still looks like a pretty quiet day, but still some snow showers to accumulate a few inches up there. 3 to 4 Sunday picks up a little bit. And then the next weather system, remember we talked about rising snow levels. So Monday of next week, right now, there's another front that comes in with a warm push. If this is correct, the snow level would be above Government Camp. Government Camp would be a wet mix of rain. Snow levels would be 4,500 to 5,000. Haven't seen it that high in a while. That's why it's like barely anything in Government Camp snow-wise is 6 inches above. And some gusty winds and temperatures actually warming to 40. So again, that definitely is an active but a warming forecast overall. And then here's our 7-day. So the showers during the day tomorrow, it's tough to tell how much rain we do or do not get tomorrow. If you have plans outdoors, there's certainly reason to be optimistic that we won't see a lot of rain until we get into the latter afternoon hours, but that's a bit unclear. We do know eventually Thursday evening it turns into steady rain into early Friday morning. And then Friday during the day, certainly the steady rain ends early Friday morning and the front passes around 6 a.m. is the current timing. But there could be numerous showers and some heavy rain pockets coming and going during the day. That will wind down Friday overnight. Saturday is partly cloudy, a few scattered showers, but a lot of dry time and maybe a lot of dry time with some sun. And then Sunday, it looks like a more active shower day with mostly cloudy skies. The next system comes on Monday, but look at the lows. We go 36 tonight. This morning was closer to freezing. 36 tonight, 40 Friday morning, upper 30s Saturday morning and Sunday, 43 Monday ahead of that next front. And look at the 52, 52, 52, 54 on Tuesday, a low of 40 and 54. These numbers are pretty normal for lows this time of year. The daytime highs technically are still just a little bit below normal, but I mean, that's going to feel more like you would expect March to feel, right? Okay. Thank you for using my weather site. I'm sure you realize it takes a lot of time to do this. So you really help me out if you hit subscribe and tell your friends about it as I try to grow this YouTube channel. And as I do, I'll invest in some cooler technology along the way. But feel good that we had a good forecast for you this morning. And let's hope that this forecast turns out to be well as well. I'll talk to you tomorrow.